What a great grand final we have got coming up. I'm nervous, I'm excited. This will be one for the ages. Over to you, Brace.
Good on you, Cam, setting the scene brilliantly. A man that's lived and breathed this sort of occasion, as has Bill Gould. Gus, what a great sight it is, of course, stadium on a night like tonight, and it is the grand final that just feels right.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's been beautifully set up by that wonderful tape piece, talking about the history of the game. This Penrith Panthers era is not only great for that club, but it's great for rugby league in general. Very rarely do we see a team go to 5 grand finals in a row. And this extraordinary journey started 5 years ago in this stadium, where they fell to the Melbourne Storm first up. Now, no disrespect to the Rabbitohs and the Parramatta Eels and the Brisbane Broncos who they've played in between, but there is some sort of chemistry about them coming here tonight against the Melbourne Storm has been seen as the benchmark of our competition for the last 20 years. Now the team from the Golden West, the team that back in the 60s and 70s people used to laugh at, could well come here and win 4 tonight. And I think beating the Melbourne Storm could put an exclamation point on that era. It's a big night.
It certainly is. You can feel that through the speakers here, and back at home, you can only imagine what it's like here right now. The Panthers officially the away team tonight. As I say, a yo leads them out onto this stadium, a 5th straight grand final appearance. Panthers are on the pitch, so too JT, Denica and Gal.
Yes, the atmosphere, it is incredible right here on the field. We know how important this start is going to be. What are we expecting this first 10 minutes?
Fireworks. Whoever's still disciplined will give the other team the advantage. So whoever stays disciplined in this open 10 minutes will go a long way to winning the first half.
And both forward packs need to rip and tear from the start, but JT said it's got to be disciplined.
I'm looking forward to seeing what will unfold in this opening 10 minutes or so, because these two teams, they are certainly almighty sides. James, back to you.
And here comes Harry. Well, doesn't get any better than this tonight. Purple plays pink for premiership glory on rugby league's biggest stage. There is a man going to be departing his beloved Panthers after this matchup. Does he go out a winner? He takes on the Storm side. Justin's just continued to replenish under Craig Bellamy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as I said before, Melbourne Storm have been the benchmark for a long time. Incredible record, that coach. But this Panthers team is about to, or trying tonight, to achieve something really special for their club. This is enormous here this evening. This crowd, the atmosphere that we've got, they're the 2 best teams in the competition. They've been that way all year. It's only fitting they're here tonight.
Gus is ready, the players look ready, so let's head out onto the pitch for the pre-match ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to, please stand for the Welcome to Country to be delivered by Auntie Julie Jones, followed by the National Anthem to be performed tonight by Dami Im.
I'd like to pay my respects to my ancestors and elders and extend that respect to everybody present here tonight. Warami, Walamabami, Garambarak, Wangul Bemel, Burabadu, Yagadagaran, Didgerigo, Yanajanui, Bubawalingami. For those who haven't been here before, a warm welcome to Wangul, land, skies and waters. This is our traditional lands, the traditional country of our mothers, fathers, grandparents and ancestors who have walked, sung and danced this land since the beginning of our time here. Thank you for walking with us and strengthening the spirit of country. On behalf of the Wangul people and the wider Darug community, thank you for bringing your heart, spirit and stories and embedding them here on this beautiful country we are so honoured to share with everyone who calls her home. Thank you, welcome and have an amazing night.
Here we go. The dream grand final of 2024 has arrived. The Panthers chasing a fourth straight premiership. The Storm looking to clinch their first since knocking off Penrith back in 2020. Kick-off moments away as we take it up to our commentary team for the decider. Billy Slater, Andrew Johns, and it's a very good evening, Matthew Thompson.
Good evening, James. What a stunning Sydney evening it is as well. This does possess all the hallmarks of a classic grand final. Two elite clubs built on sustained success. Only one grand final has been played since 2016 that hasn't included one of these clubs. And Melbourne are hoping to bookend this period of premiership dominance by the Panthers in pink tonight. Can they do the unfathomable and stretch the streak to 4 grand finals, and that would be a 6th premiership for the Western Sydney club? Melbourne seeking a 7th grand final win. The 2 sevens, the stars of the show. There's the Dalian medalist from this week, Jerome Hughes, and on the other side of halfway, the 2 halves, Jerome Luai in his final appearance for Penrith up against Nathan Cleary. And Jerome Hughes done his runs, tackled strongly. They've used 4 plays now. Penrith looking to guard their line. Cover Kamitha. Put down in the legs tackle. It was Leota. Grant picks it up, fires it out the back. It's with Nick Meaney. It's the last play. Does Warbrick want to kick? Yes, he'll roll it through Edwards. That was good. That was a pressure catch.
Well, it was great positioning to start with Dylan Edwards. He's always in the right position and they executed the catch.
Oh, this is fast. This is frantic. And this is grand final footy.
There's a fatigue alert. Look, boring play. Over 5 minutes.
Tunnel's been strong carrying early. Now Kenny, there were no markers so he can run. That was a pressure ball clear into his mate Luai, but I suppose when you win nearly 90% of the time, you know it's coming. It's a changeover.
Oh, there's a big play. Mark that one down. That's a big play from Nick Mooney.
Munster, they stack a short side. He goes to Bloor. What a story. Sean Bloor, 33 games in 4 years before he headed to Melbourne. And he's basically been their starting back row right throughout the campaign. Pappenhausen dancing with them. The defence holds off. It comes back to Meaney. Tries to find an opening but can't. 22 away. Hughes playing out the back. Munster for Bloor again. Trying to get a Cleary. Tunnel got in the way. Again, they promote the ball. Howell's turned it over this time.
Just watching when Cameron Munster gets the ball. Liam Martin has just got eyes for Munster. There he is here in the background, Liam Martin. If Munster can get players in and around him, especially a speed player like Pappenhausen, there'll be gaps around Liam Martin.
Oh, that's a big penalty that. They were going nowhere. That was a great tackle, King, on Fisher Harris. He stopped him dead.
What are you seeing in the Storm's attack, Billy?
Well, looking really dangerous. Moving the ball between the key position players. This is the error. Jack Howarth. He's only the second penalty of the game. The first one went to Melbourne. Now Penrith, they can settle and get a set start around the 40-metre line.
Straight away, underneath Sorensen. It's a real vote of confidence from Ivan Cleary. He passes the fitness test and straight back into the starting team. He's played very little football in the last couple of months. Another run by Tunnel. Now Yo. Playing for the line. Alamoni underneath. Good tackle. Katoa to stop him firstly, and then the cover Kamitha to mop up. Cleary has a look, takes on the line, plays out the back. Edwards, Mark, trying to get through. Another great tackle by Munster. Gee, it's a heavy-duty battle on that side of the ground, isn't it? The Penrith fans wanted 6 more. Not obliging. Luai dances. Leota powers. Late pass out the back was effective, and they go again now. Cleary changes direction. This is incredible football. What skill. Penrith 5 away. Mitch Kenny, Isaiah Yo, Jerome Moore, they keep it alive, back to Yo. Now to Edwards, he'll fancy his chances with a kick. Out wide, they leap, ball tap back, still alive. Martin's got it, and he dives on the block, still alive. Here's Yo. Yo straightening, nearly through a gap. Yo pulled down.
What attack, what defence. You can see the best players in the world. Plenty getting thrown at each other in attack, but defensively they're holding.
Well, you can see the fatigue. The Melbourne Storm are really bunched. Hands on hips, bent over. This has been played at frantic pace. This is the line break, Isaiah Yo. Go all the way to Pappenhausen.
Ball bounces pass into the deck. Melbourne scrap. They've won the ball back. The game monster running. That's been his mantra since coming back from that very dangerous looking groin injury. Run first. Hughes from his own side of 40. Gives it a good whack. And Taruva with the catch on the 10. Comes sprinting back at them. A lot of people that suggesting it could almost have penciled this grand final in earlier in the year. If you think back, a long time ago now, round 1 at Amy Park, Melbourne 8, Penrith 0 in a game that lived up to a grand final standard. Yes, Brad.
You talk about systems. When they played the ball there, the Panthers, they had 6 players behind the ball. That gives you so many options and make the defence work so much harder. That's their system, and they believe in it. They back it. They do it for 80 minutes.
Yo, standing and offloading. Kenny now tries to spin away from Liero, but is unable to do so. They arrive at tackle 5. Cleary goes high. Coates in the firing line. Here comes Martin. Bang! You can see it coming.
Well, I'm sure both coaches had a plan for their interchanges, especially their big men in the middle of the field. I think I had to pull the trigger earlier. Kamikamitha can hardly move his legs. In Fujian, he's got through a stack of work. 15 tackles already.
Now Warbrick. Surrounded by Panther pick. Grant picks it up, plays flat pass to taking them on. Here's what a tackle.
Yeah, there's the big guns. Harry to Munster to Jerome.
Kenny with nearly a try saving effort, you'd say. It comes out to Eli Katoa. It's come off the back of Taruva, and I think it's been lost by Melbourne.
6 more.
Is that a Melbourne?
It was off the Melbourne hand over the sideline.
Well, there's going to be 6 more tackles. I'm still near Taruva turned his back.
Charge down, the middle
The charge down. This is the play through the middle that Joey was talking about. Hughes and Munster and Grant combining. Pappenhausen was there too. Comes off Taruva and goes over the sideline off Eli Katoa. Could be a Panthers ball.
11 games together as a spine combination. Pappenhausen, Munster, Hughes, Grant, 10 wins this year.
That's the danger. And this fatigue when they get together through that middle of the field.
Well, doesn't mind the hard work. The headgear's gone, and he's out near the halfway. Here's Fisher Harris. Yes, Brad.
Well, Ivan Cleary was the first to pull the trigger on the interchange. Lindsay Smith on for Moses Leota.
But every game this year, Lindsay Smith and now Edwards, and he'll be relishing it. The fittest man in the club. He'll play till midnight if he has to. On the 30, inside of it now. And they've made an error of judgment there, and Hughes has come back down with the ball. They're appealing for a high tackle penalty.
Warbrick's very strong early.
There's Elliot McDonald getting ready. And Mini easing the burden on some of the big men. 8 from the halfway. Grant. Oh, McDonald loses it with his first run.
Oh, they're the nerves. He would have been sitting on the sideline for the opening 17 minutes thinking, when I get on there, I'm going to change it. And then he's too revved up. A couple of of errors the last couple of sets.
It's just another level of football, isn't it? They're the benchmark, but they're playing football that we have not seen all year long, fitting the occasion. Yes, Brad.
In the last two sets in those tackles, Liam Martin and then Isaiah Yeo in the set prior, they didn't get the marker. And you can see in the first one, the Melbourne Storm nearly made them pay. In that one, they come up with the error, but I know Ivan Cleary will be looking down. You've got to get the marker. You've got to be involved in the defence.
Great tackle, McDonald, defending his error.
A rare side, Nathan Cleary on the left-hand side of the field.
Here's Fisher Harris. 18 and a half minutes of the grand final gone. Who strikes the first blow? Something's got to give, hasn't it? Here's Smith. 12 away. Last man off the tackle was Eli Katoa. Cleary in line. Left footstep, right footstep, ticks in, delivers a pass to Edwards, who tries to explode away. Bloor, important tackle, inside the 10 now. Kenny to Yo, out to Martin. Good tackle, no, good take by Turner, and the kick to the end goal is very, very good, and a tap over the back by Coates.
It was perfectly weighted by Isaac Tunwell. Great job by Jack Howarth. Made the tackle on the Panther on the inside, here on Liam Martin, and then doubles up his work. But Isaac Tunwell, great weight, great finish, gets the repeat set, keeps the pressure on.
There's some hands on haunches for Melbourne behind this goal line. Pappy goes short, and it's been knocked on over there.
Okay, it's been touching. You play the ball where you want it. Play the ball in the middle, was touched in flight.
Incredible intensity. And there's the two of our outstanding coaches. Craig overseeing a 10th grand final team alongside Wayne Bennett there, and Ivan's on the next line. This is the 6th time he's coached a team to a grand final. The Warriors included in that as well. Lindsay Smith. A quarter of the game gone. No score to speak of. Richard Harris on an angle. Running back towards McDonald and King and Grant. He's trying to pitch some extra metres. He played it to Kenny. Out the back of the line. And then a quick ball on. It goes to Taruva. He tries to bounce away from the defence but can't. Great closing tackle there. Meany and Hughes got over the line. Now to Cleary. Now Lindsay Smith. He's been left one out. He basketballs it over the top. Fisher Harris is there. And Cleary as well. He's been wrapped up brilliantly by Munster.
Yeah, he read that one, Cameron Munster. He knew who they were trying to get the ball to. A desperate defence on their try line, the Melbourne Storm, especially this right-hand side. Meany and Hughes.
Pappenhausen has copped this penalty. Penalty.
Challenge this. Luai's got his hands in the air. They're going to challenge. Very early in the game, 21st minute.
Donald in here,
was stripped by Paul Alamotti.
You can't catch a breath. It's unbelievable intensity.
Just looking at all available angles.
Well, I think Luai is actually playing at the arm, and then he pulls his hands away. He's playing at the arm, trying to lift the arm up.
Well, they called it was Alamotti.
I think this will go in Penrith's favour.
Based on all available angles, we'll be supporting the live decision of strip. Penrith will maintain their challenge.
Yeah.
So decision stands.
Storm players in the way of the cameras. You couldn't see. Here's Munster. Talk about vision. Usually it's an attack. He read that play beautifully. He could see it.
Well, he was going to Nathan before the ball was going to Nathan.
That's a good test for the shoulder, Bill.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's tried to bite off a lot of distance, and he has. Edwards did get a touch on it, but it does go over the sideline.
So that'll be a play the ball.
What a booming kick from his own 20-metre line.
Well, they have looked dangerous down this end of the field. Pappenhausen, he'll be the overlap. Wherever he is, that's where the danger is. Look how hard is it?
And now King. Centre of Accor, picked up by Harry Grant. They send Sean Bloor charging into the line. Cleary was waiting. Played to Grant. Another exploration down the left. Grant scores! Harry Grant gets over. The Melbourne captain.
Well, the key here is they get Sean Bloor and Nathan Cleary one-on-one, and the big back rower makes a dip and leaves Nathan on the ground. Harry Grant, the experienced dummy half, he'll see this. It's a golden rule for dummy half. One marker, Harvey Norman replay. He dummies, gets out, and goes over. They double up on the play. They get Nathan Cleary on the ground. Harry, ball in two hands. Too strong.
Yeah, just that little shade to the right, and then wrong foots. Liam Martin, left foot step, gets through the Fisher-Harris tackle. And the Melbourne captain, he draws first blood. He's had a wonderful season at captain Harry Grant. Really led this side on and off the field. But he strikes first. Great run from Bloor. Freddie.
I spoke before about players being on the ground and not being able to get the marker. There must be a definite tactic because the whole team was pretty much lined out to the right-hand side. Penrith had more defenders than Melbourne had attackers, but Nathan Cleary on the ground. Harry Grant just runs, doesn't even think. He's dummying to hardly anyone. There's no one there. It just takes the line, and what a player.
Oh, what a danger, Brad. At any level. He's dynamic from dummy half and a kiss from Cam. It's not quite move views on Alan Border, but it's close anyway. Storm 4. Panthers nil, and Nick Meaney, who's had a wonderful year, 230 points. Swings it back for 6-0. Melbourne strike first. A compelling start. And back comes King. Melbourne looking for 3 wins over the Panthers in the space of 1 year. Penrith did that to Melbourne last year, and some big scorelines in there as well. They have turned this right around. They beat them by 34 points last year in the finals. Penrith or Melbourne, that is. The Storm, completely different proposition in 2024.
Whoa, once again, Nathan Cleary.
Up and under for Hughes. Saruga's been the target for the majority of Jerome Hughes' kicks so far tonight. Paul Alamotti. He was part of the Bulldogs team that finished 15th last season. Finds himself in a grand final this evening. Played by Tottenham. Now Fisher-Harris galloping strongly up over the halfway. And Yo knocked over. Plays it to Kenny. Luai with the kick this time. The big jumpers, oh, they come hammering through and they forced an error on Warbrick.
Timed his jump wrong there, Warbrick.
So is there an immediate retort from the triple defending premiers of that era? It comes to Martin now. The battle on that side of the ground has just been captivating, hasn't it? Great pass, Edward Smith nearly through. What a desperate Harry Grant again. What a performance in the Melbourne captain. Fisher Harris. Away to Edwards. Melbourne's defence steadfast. They're asking plenty of questions down here. Nathan Cleary dragging Tamor back against the grain. Pappenhausen was asked to make the tackle with King that time. Kenny spiraling pass which missed the first target, and Luai picks it up. He tries to keep it alive. It's on the ground. It's picked up by Alamotti. 6 more tackles. There was a Melbourne defender grazing it, so sustained pressure on the Storm goal line defence. Sorensen takes off down a short side. Alamotti across to Cleary. Smith with a step. From centre field, they head right, Cleary, Edwards. It's been a favoured play. They've been dragging Tunnel back against the grain towards the middle of the ground. They did it again there. It goes to Kenny, Cleary, Alamotti, Luai, Taruva! 17 in the air! Oh, brilliant football. Both teams are lighting it up.
Yeah, this is the play, Solo. This is a brilliant play. Sunia Taruva, he's got a bit to say to Grove Hughes on the ground as well. He scores the try, but the work was done on the inside. Harvey Norman replay. Let's watch his ball from Nathan Cleary, Alamotti, and then turns Luai out. Catch pass into one motion. And then Sunia Taruva, the man that's heading to the Tigers next year. He scores the opening try for the Panthers. That was a set play. Worked perfectly.
Well, they scored off that shape last week against the Sharks. When they hit Alamotti, the difference there is Waldrick cannot jam, so he has to hold. And what that is, it just buys Jerome Luai just that fraction of a second to get Taruva away. Same shape as last week, just a bit of variation of it. That was great skills, Alamotti, catch and pass, that returner.
That was Penrith League Club. They're happy out west. It was the third consecutive set in a row. Defending their try line, the Melbourne Storm. Too much strike in this team, the Panthers. Then you, Freddie.
Well, I was wondering where the try was going to come from. They were doing a lot of passing, but not much of it was under pressure. I've got to say, Alamotti, in his first grand final, come up with a ripping play. He got the ball straight back out to Jerome Luai. That was the pass under pressure. And they end up nailing it with Taruva scoring in the corner. A few more passes under pressure. They're just setting you up, and they nailed it.
From wide out, Cleary. Right against the paintwork. He's tugged this left, 6-4. Panthers hit back. 2 points the difference. Well, they've got a couple of good ones heading their way, the West Tigers. And Sunia Taruva and Jerome Luai, of course. Oh, this kicks out on the full. And that is an uncharacteristic error from Ryan Pappenhausen.
You just can't get that wrong. You just can't get it wrong. That is such a bad error.
They've been turning plenty of players underneath Joey, the Panthers, just working that middle of the Melbourne Storm over, looking for a tired defender.
He's one of the 8 Panthers that are still left from that loss to Melbourne back in 2020. And another pass underneath. Scott Sorensen now.
There's a Westpac red zone. It's been all the Panthers 12-5. Accumulate a few more in this set.
Yes, there's another notch. Fisher Harris only 10 away. Yo for Cleary. Martin again, back underneath. Kenny now, they're trying to keep it alive everywhere, aren't they? Luai tries to dig it through to River. Can he get another try? Oh, he spilt it.
Well, he was going for a try. Had no thought of diving on the ball. He was picking it up and racing to the try line.
No try.
He's saying it's
Confirm
been
that it is a
knocked
loose
out.
carry and that ball's not stripped out. Because then if it is play on, he's tackled without the ball.
It was a great little
Confirm
kick.
it's a loose carry.
This could be a sin bin.
Luai puts on the left foot. He's been the most dangerous player on the field, Jerome
Penrith
Luai.
are on the side of the kick chase. Just need to confirm that the ball's played out initially.
So he said if it's raked out, and Taruva's tackled without the ball.
Comes off
The ball is played out by Melbourne. We're playing through. It is simply a tackling action from Eli Katoa. The ball is knocked on by Penrith.
Well, it's
We have a
simply
decision.
a tackling action, but it's simply a try saver as well. He was scoring for all money. Sunia Taruva. It's a big play by Ali Katoa.
On the back of that poor kickoff. Just, you cannot put the team under pressure with unforced errors like they want off the kickoff.
He was named one of the Dally M second rowers of the year during the week, Ali Katoa. A lot of it for his attacking prowess, but that was a bit of desperation right when his team needed it.
It's the way they're turning that ball back inside. They're finding a task. Looking at our one side, they're turning it back inside, but then linking and then going to the other side.
Look at some tackle counts. 22 Grant, 22 King, Christian Harris, and then another 2 Melbourne Storm players.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're trying to build the tackle count of the middle players of the Melbourne Storm, break the foundation of their game. That's when the space will come for Nathan, Mazayo.
Katoa again, jammed, and a good shot by Kenny.
How hard does Mitch Kenny go?
On speed.
And now Liero on the cusp of Origin selection this year. Hughes in his 150th NRL game bangs a kick long down the ground and Edwards comes bounding back. He sees only a wall of purple and Munster at the head of it. Leading the average metres per game for a third consecutive year, Dylan Edwards, 230 per match.
Well, the Panthers have got 57% of possession, which surprises me. It's on the back of a couple of errors and a couple of 6 to go.
Smith coming through there. Welsh sort of lost his footing as he was trying to make that tackle. They're up on the halfway. Yo dragging the defence in. And a relatively fast play the ball as well. And Cleary likes what he sees there. He goes to Martin. Now to Tangor. Tangor turning them away. A top off. Can't burrow through. Great desperation again by the Storm.
Well, he saw space. It was the last tackle. And the Melbourne Storm gave Nathan Cleary space. Look at
They are out on their feet, the Storm. So much defence. Players bent over and back play. This is so fast. That's a one. He's been strong with the ball.
And a super fast play of the ball. Grant, he was just delayed. He wanted to run there when the defence was still retreating. He picks up 10 metres nonetheless. Now Pappenhausen for Welsh. And a great pass. Katoa in possession now. And they've done well to run themselves out of immediate danger. Munster with a kick this time. He's got plenty of hang time underneath it. But Edwards well positioned.
They're so reliable, the back three. I can't remember Dylan Edwards or the wingers dropping the ball. Dropping a bomb. So reliable.
they're both Toto and Taruva. They've both run for 100 metres already in this game.
It's Toto. We haven't seen much of Brian. All the play being the other side of the field. Cleary running.
Munster Through McDonald, the combination, they stop him, but they don't put him on the ground. Edwards steps in the first receiver. Yo distributing, Luai, now Sorensen. Oh, Hughes, great tackle. This is good defence by Melbourne. Cleary kicks it up. Coates makes an error. Oh, it's been covered superbly. Munster got back there.
Yeah, just watch where Munster comes from. He gets there early, just in case he was needed on that occasion. Cameron Munster, it was a big play. He had to work hard to get back there.
They're going to go well to keep Penrith out before half-time. They've got all the momentum.
Again. Warbrick cut down. Grant, flat to Welsh. Smith in around the legs. Grant for Munster, and now out to Blore, who was a premiership-winning SG Ball captain of the Penrith Panthers. And a team that features Stephen Crichton and Matt Burton amongst others. Spencer Leniu was there as well. And Edward just rattling up the meters once again. Back to the 20. 34 minutes of goal. This is flown by. Top off.
The shots on the field.
And now Kenny runs through about 13 metres. There's Tyron. His dad played in the grand final here in 1999. That heartbreaking loss for St George Illawarra fans. Melbourne's first premiership.
That leg speed that Tyron Wishart has through the middle of the field with this fatigue, that'll be extremely dangerous. Keep an eye for that.
So Sorensen digging in. Wishart with the tackle. End over end kick by Cleary. Codes the target. Here comes Martin. Boom. Another one timed to absolute perfection.
He times it perfectly, doesn't he? He waits for the catch to hit the ground and he goes whack. There's a fatigue alert, 5.5 minutes. Not the first time to me, but that's it, 5.5 minutes. Ball in play, look at that. Oh, 33, almost 34 minutes. I've only had 35.5 minutes.
That play time, I don't think I've ever seen a stat like that, even at Origin level.
They are superhuman athletes.
This next set from Penrith, they're going to have to be careful this next set, Melbourne Storm. That's a good kick.
Yeah, he finds open pasture.
That is huge. What it does, that extra 20 metres, the Penrith forwards won't get behind the ball till play 3 or even play 4 with that ball finding the ground.
He's been strong out of body.
Hasn't he? That's Isaiah still getting back on side. Fatigue in this game.
Cleary forced to run. Some support players couldn't keep up there. Right as Cleary's run that time. A pass inside from Yo. And that's Liam Henry. And this is Nathan Cleary. He's been busy again, hasn't he? And he takes the catch that time and he's put down just inside the touchline.
No, the defence from the Storm. You just can't coach that. You can teach them systems, as Brad Fittler spoke about, but this is just all hard. Wishart now. And they're appealing for a high tackle there.
He's had a breakout here, hasn't he, Tyron Wishart? Filled in admirably, but Munster was out for that long stretch of time. Played a little bit of hooker. All over the park, really off the bench.
If I was starting a club, he'd be the first player I'd buy as a dummy half.
Wow. Munster this time knocked over in an important tackle. Now Hughes, it's a shallow bomb. Warbrick's coming in field to contest it. Might have gone forward off Warbrick's hands. Yes, that's the ruling. Wow.
This is what I expected. Low scoring. Just these teams are the best players, the best teams, the best coaches. Defensively, they never stop.
Just been
They never stop.
flat out from the outset with barely any stoppage. It's hard to believe what we're seeing here.
Well, with that percentage of possession, 56% for Penrith. Normally, Penrith would have scored 4 or even maybe 5 tries. See the possession there, bottom of the screen.
Cleary now takes on the line, bounced away from one. 90 seconds until the break. They've got a couple of plays to work with here. Yo, put some footwork on, can't get through. More great Melbourne defence. My goodness, they've been brave. Luai switches, floating pass back to his number 7. He feeds Martin. Liam Martin goes over to score.
Been doing it all the first half, changing direction, and just keep your eye on the young centre Jack Howard. He'll get up past the ball in Nathan Cleary. Harvey Norman replay. Watch the right of screen. Jack Howard. The ball will come back. He'll get up past the ball. Nathan Cleary digs into the line, and then the combination with Liam Martin. They know each other's play. Liam Martin knows that if he gets into space, Nathan Cleary, he'll hold the ball up. He'll look long, dig into the line. Look at Jack Howard get up past the ball and just plays to his back rower into space. Big try on half-time. Great play. Ready?
The left field position isn't Penrith unless Brian Tyler gets that run coming out of trouble. That was his 132nd metre for the half. Between him and Taruba, their ability to bring the ball out of their own end has been incredible.
Here it is again. Look at that pass from
Luai straight back to his number 7, and
from the superstar.
when the moment arrives to deliver, he rarely gets it wrong, if ever. Well, there's a couple of big game players there, Andrew. Cleary and Martin.
You can see Cameron Musty put his head to the clouds. He was disappointed. He got stuck in no man's land. Didn't know whether to come out or slide. Have a look. Clean to say, Liam.
Oh, there's nowhere to hide. This is the grand final furnace. The siren has gone for half-time. And you can see Nathan already still with so much more to do in his career. He's up there challenging Cameron for most points in grand final football. Another 2 on the tally, and Penrith right on the half-time siren have taken the upper hand. It is 10 points to 6 in 40 minutes of football that is really hard to quantify. Everything we hoped for, and maybe even a little bit more, but the Premiers by 4. An incredible atmosphere at Accor, and the fans getting everything they wanted. Yes, Alana.
Isaiah, the speed of the game looks insane. Does it feel that way out there?
Yeah, there's only periods there. I was at the grand final, so there's a lot on the line here, but I feel like little patches we were probably on the back foot a little bit there, but it's like our game plan's working. If we can just sort of just keep taking that deep end there, tie their middles out, I feel like there's joy there.
A positive way to head into half-time. I saw you have a quick word to your half-back just then, Nathan Cleary. What did you talk about?
Just like there's fatigue in the middle. Probably both sides to be fair, but just like there's fatigue in the middle. If we can get a quick one, just go.
All the best.
Thank you, Doug.
Over to you, Danica. Thank you, Alana. What a first half of footy we have been treated to tonight. Two of the best defensive teams going toe-to-toe. But it is the Penrith Panthers with the lead as we head into the break. A narrow lead at that, though. Don't go anywhere. Our experts will run their eyes over all the first half action and look ahead to what will unfold in the second half. You're watching Grand Final Footy right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
Bobby looking like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders, but when doesn't he look like that? 10 points to 60 feet trails. The reigning premiers, the ninth of the Penrith Panthers, and what an opening half. Bobby Cleary and Craig Bellamy's troops have put on for us. Great to have your company, Kev Smith, Paul Gallen, to have a look at what we saw in that opening 40. Our Susan Tic-Mac's half-time highlights. Cam, I know that late try hurt. Yeah, I tell you what, it's far from over this one.
Oh, absolutely. It's been one of the classic opening 40 minutes of any grand final I've seen for a long, long time. And this is how it opened through a Harry Grant little dart from dummy half. There was no markers. He got the defensive line unset and just went for a dart over. He still had plenty of work to do. But I'll tell you what, this Panthers side, they do not go away, do they, Gal? They don't go away.
No, they don't go away. They don't flinch the Penrith Panthers. Just complete their sets, get through their sets, kick long, and wait for you to break. And this try here, 1.5 times, really going to hurt the Storm. And they had absolutely no right to score. They played play one, 10 minutes out from their own goal line. It was a run from Brian Tyler that set it up. The back five for the Panthers has been outstanding. Tyler, Jaruba, Tungo, Edwards, they have been absolutely brilliant. They've been the difference so far.
Well, that just shows the mindset of this Penrith Panthers side. They've been here many, many times before. It's their 5th consecutive grand final that they're playing. And I said to you, Gal, didn't I? With a minute to go, they got the ball 5 minutes from their try line. I said, what do? Do they go for the points here, or do they just try and be safe and play out the set? Look what happened. They go up the other end, 95 metres, 6 points later. Big moment.
Big moment. Big match. 40 epic minutes ahead of us for more. Let's head to Gus and Bendigo.
Yes, thank you. What an incredible first half of footy we have seen. Everyone down here on the ground was on the edge of their seats for that first 30 minutes or so. Gus, what do you see unfolding in this second half?
Well, if we get a repeat of the first half, I don't think these fellas will walk for a month. That's been an incredible 40 minutes of football. Credit to both sides that have turned up here on the big day and both proven they're the best two teams in the competition. I've got to say the Panthers have been absolutely impeccable. Their game plan is just relentless. They keep working over the Melbourne Storm around the middle. They threaten to go wide, turn it back inside. Threaten to go wide, turn it back inside. Nothing deters them. And then when they get their chance and they feel like the defence is held off, bang, Taruva scores on the outside. Bang, Cleo Martin scores on the outside. They go to half-time with a break. I think they've dominated this first half. I think Melbourne have done really well. They've been in survival mode for most of it to keep themselves in the contest. I don't think any other team in the world would have been within 4 points of the Panthers at half-time. The positive for the Melbourne Storm is they only got down Penrith's end once and scored a pretty soft try. If you're Craig Bellamy, you're saying, we've got to get field position. If we get field position, we've got the players to score the points. I think that's the key for them. That whole game was played at Melbourne's end of the field. They were in survival mode. Penrith were in punishing mode. They've got to turn that around in the second half.
We get the sense we will be treated to an incredible second half of footy. James, back to you.
Thank you, Dedica and Gus. This one was always going to produce, wasn't it? The top two teams going head-to-head on the biggest stage. Billy Slater's jumped in the commentary box up here alongside me. Bill, I know you'd like to be out there playing with your Melbourne Storm tonight out on the Accor pitch. But you've got something else on your mind as well at the moment. That's the Flemington track. You'll be a part of Nine's live and free coverage of the Full Cup Carnival, and you'll be horseback.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to taking our viewers in right up close and personal with the jockeys after the race, even before the race, behind the barriers. So looking forward to getting out there in Flemington throughout the Melbourne Cup Carnival, the 4-day carnival there at Flemington, and it should be a bit of fun.
Been spending a bit of time there, training up?
I spent 1 day there, so I'll be going out to the breakfast with the stars and then getting out there for Derby Day will be the first day. So, yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We've got Eddie Maguire, Melbourne Cup winning jockey, Michelle Payne, she'll be on board. So, plenty of colour in and around the races.
Yeah, looking forward to being a part of the coverage with you, Bill. Bring it on. He's going to head to the commentary box, but don't forget the race that stops the nation. It's just part of the entire Melbourne Cup Carnival. There's also Penfolds, Victoria Derby Day, and how good's this? If you buy a ticket, you automatically qualify to go into the draw for your chance to win a business class trip for two around the world. So head to vrc.com.au for more information. But right now, it's all about the National Rugby League. And after the break, we're 40 minutes away from crowning this year's premiers. The Storm and the Panthers going head-to-head, live and free on Nine's Wide World of Sport. decider for the Telstra Premiership of 2024 tonight. The Panthers hitting the pitch for the second half with a 4-point lead over the Melbourne Stormers. We hand it over to JT and Emma.
Thank you, James. Well, JT, is it fair to say that if the Storm were to fight their way back into us, they need to be far more disciplined out there?
Yeah, exactly right. Penalties, 6 against, and errors. They've had 10 compared to Penrith 7. But they also need to be disciplined with their defence. They've had 28 missed tackles with their defence. That means someone has to work harder. And if you have to work harder, that creates fatigue in your defensive line. And if you do that, then the Penrith will make you pay.
Good, the stage is set. We can barely hear ourselves here at Accor Stadium. Bring it on, James.
I totally agree with you guys. This place is absolutely going off tonight. Jack, absolutely to the rafters, and you can see plenty of Melbourne Storm fans heading north for this one. The season on the line for both sides. The narrowest of margins as we hand it back to Joey, Billy and Matthew.
2 tries to 1 in favour of the Panthers. Andrew Johns, the stats. They tell a profound story, don't they? With Melbourne asked to make a lot of tackles in the middle.
Yeah, a lot more in the middle. The Melbourne Storm made 161 tackles compared to Penrith 142. That man on screen has worked himself tirelessly. Nathan Cleary's made 10 tackles. That man there has only made 2. I thought they'd attacked the line more. Melbourne just have to score first in the second half.
40 minutes remain in season 2024. Can these teams maintain the rage from the first half? It has been breakneck pace. And Penrith grabbed the advantage on the scoreboard through Liam Martin right on the half-time siren. Sorensen's gone the full opening 40 minutes on the comeback from that hamstring injury. He's been strong as well. Edwards, now go. Grant rushing out of the line. Edwards there again as we head to Brad's sideline.
Well, the beauty, Matt, of the try at half-time meant the Panthers could go in and not worry about the Melbourne record of 19 leading at half-time for 19 victories. You can imagine what that would do playing on your mind. Instead, they've gone in behind 5 times and only won 1.
On the flip side, Brad, Penrith has not lost a finals match when they have led at half-time in 20 years. 2004. So there you are. Dueling half-time statistics, if you will. Back comes Xavier Coates. And now Howarth. Strong charge, but a turnover again. He made that defensive mishap just before half-time. And the ball back in Penrith possession.
Well, he had a great finish to the first half. Liam Martin just calls his troops off. 1-on-1 steal on Jack Howarth.
21-year-old Jack Howarth learning about the big time.
Well, he's been the best player on the field, leading without the ball.
And now Liam Henry, look at this. He's strong, he's tough, and he's up on his feet. He's playing it to Kenny. Kerry, blue-eye, evades Welsh, tries to duck underneath him. He's shot, Lily's here. He gets up to the 20.
They're destroying the Melbourne's middle.
Major Cleary now, weaving. Evading McDonald, he got it back to Lindsay Smith. They're looking ragged here, Melbourne. Penrith poised perhaps right after half-time. Blue-eye. Cleary catching and passing in one motion. It goes back to the halfback now. He tries to roll it in behind, but she Munster. With some big plays from Munster defensively. He nabbed Cleary with an important tackle in the first half, and he cuts that kick off.
They held on well there at the end, Munster, with the Melbourne Storm. But the Panthers are blowing the middle apart.
What can Ryan Pappenhausen do?
We're 2.5 minutes into the second half, and already Melbourne's middlemen down on their feet. To state the obvious, they would love that big Nelson winding up in the middle, just lacking a bit of punch and go forward.
He's Hughes so dangerous from his own side of halfway. Dynamic running halfback.
Big Nelson there.
Munster pressured. Oh, that kick nearly got away from To'o. 9 tries in 11 games against Melbourne, Brian To'o. And here he is. 16 runs. Nathan Cleary, 20 runs of the ball. So that's for an explanation. Doesn't mean he's been tackled 20 times. It's 20 runs of the ball where he's engaged the defensive line.
He's challenged the defensive line 20 times. When you play Nathan Cleary, you don't just have to defend his kick, his pass. You defend his running game first.
Here he is again. Some footwork on Bloor, but he made a good tackle.
There's already some worrying signs for Melbourne. The speed of their defensive line.
Here comes Alamotti. He got tangled up against Mini. And Smith into River. Rolls it through. Chases after it. Pappenhausen has it back and he tries to explode away. But he's tackled. And Smith there on the 20-metre line.
The speed of their defensive line. Melbourne just is not there at the moment. They are under so much fatigue.
Big Mini for Munster. Tackled ball by Cleary. Experience 12 in consecutive plays, and he runs up within 5 metres of the halfway. Now Wishart might find himself playing some more time in the middle than he perhaps anticipated this evening. Hughes, a high kick, Coates coming through, Edwards spills it backwards and regathers.
He knocked it on there.
A late record call.
He's saying he dragged it forward on the second time.
When the ball goes backwards originally, he scrambles for the ball and he'll pull the ball back towards
challenge.
We have a captain's challenge from Penrith. On-field ruling is a knock-on by Dylan Edwards. Xavier Coates knocked it backwards in the air his way on-field.
The ball is knocked forward by Xavier Coates in the challenge.
The challenge
by Melbourne, by Penrith, was successful.
The challenge. Well, the break would help Melbourne. They've been under siege. So I think 5 minutes of the second half.
So play to resume just outside Penrith's 10. You can book your ticket for the ultimate bucket list trip to the sports and entertainment capital of the world. That's Las Vegas. Be there to experience all the action and excitement at Allegiant Stadium. Tickets and travel packages are on sale right now. NRL.com/Vegas Rugby League.
Now Craig Bellamy uses Lazarus Valepu on the bench.
Away to Sorensen. He didn't use him at all last time these 10 met in for now 24.
Well, the way they're chewing the middle up, he'll have to use him tonight. I'm watching Christian Welsh.
Oh, Taruba! He's plucked it! He gets the ball back! It's away to Henry! He stops! Wow!
Leave the ball there.
They got away with the previous time they let the ball bounce, and this time it nearly bit them on the backside. You've got to be careful. You've got to go to the game. You've got to attack the game. You let the game come to you, and the opposition will take their opportunities. Taruba just getting over Pappenhausen.
And this is where Penrith are so disciplined. They will not leg the opposition out of trouble, giving away cheap penalties.
Oh, big impact that. But Walsh gets it out the back. The ball's on the ground. Someone get it. A purple jumper's picked it up. It's Jerome Hughes. They're under immense pressure, Brad.
Just thinking about the interchange, what Joey was saying, I'm assuming that it's going to be Wishart's going to be the gauge whether Lazarus gets a run and see how long he can last in the middle.
He's played 120 minutes of NRL football in 6 games, Lazarus Valepu, and we're just stumped again. And Kenny chases hard from marker, pressuring Hughes. The kick taken by Brian Totlow, and they're back on the halfway.
Oh, he's relentless. It's wave after wave after wave.
Look where they get the ball back, nearly on halfway. It's unheard of.
Melbourne are hanging in though. This is Kenny.
Oh, that's a big
tackle by Edwards now.
Katoa, he made a big one in the first half. Up to Ruba. Just watch the effort of the big man. to get to the challenge, but play at the arm. As he tried to make the tackle, plays at the arm. Jeez, that's smart play from the big back rower.
That's 2 times in this game, Andrew, that he's forced mistakes.
They've got to find the energy to go after their game now, Melbourne. They've got the field position.
Well, who is it, Bill?
Error. Well, it's
Who is it, or what combination?
It's Hughes, Munster, and the fullback Pappenhausen. Harry Green gets a quick play the ball, he'll get out, and their halves will turn into runners.
It's a monstrous run. He's had a game, Katoa.
And I'd like to see him attack that side of the field more. Gaps in and around Luai. Garner's out there now.
Playing flat to trip the arrow. Westpac Reds are 25 against 5. The Panthers dominating in that area. The pass to Sean Bloor now. Tackled by Liam Martin. Well, they might have looked jaded, but it's only 4 points the margin. And Melbourne have attacked a field position here. The pass underneath. And it's played here 12 metres out. Munster with a chip up out wide. Look out! Coates gets the ball back. Melbourne might have scored here.
Look at the pink jerseys.
The Penrith wrap around. If they've saved this try, it's an extraordinary effort.
Well, it's the first time we've seen a 50-50 in the air with Toto and Xavier Coates. And actually, Klein, he's got no try. And Jack Howard, he got down nice and low. You see the height mismatch here. Xavier Coates gets up nice and early. Catches
Xavier
and
Coates
throws
jumps
back.
in the field.
And does Howarth get to the ground?
We're playing on to this point.
Look at the pink jerseys. Dylan Edwards, Toto. There's Isaac Tunwell.
Oh, he gets
That's
it
a
down.
try.
That's a
It's
try.
a try.
At this
Melbourne
stage,
have
the ball is
scored.
up. We're looking at alternate angles.
He gets the ball down there. Watch, the ball gets down on the ground right there.
It's a try.
Was that his own arm underneath it?
Now the ball hits the ground.
It looks as if the ball has swept.
Jack
the top
Howard
of the
is
ground.
held up in the in goal and
Whoa.
tackle 6. We have a decision.
Gee.
Just another look at that, please. The ball hits the ground.
And there's going to be a turnover. Penrith will survive.
Let's have a look here. I'm sure the ball gets down. Watch now. It's down. It's the ground.
Well, the bunker is privy to a whole range of different camera angles to what we see on our on-air feed.
It's Katoa again.
Kenny tackled around the shoulders. Well, they've turned the dial up here, Melbourne, Brad.
Yeah, well, they sure have. When you go into the bunker, there's about 20 or 23 camera angles. So whoever's sitting there at the moment, which is Grant Atkins, he would have had every possible view. And from the one I saw, I've got to say his own hand, was underneath the ball.
Okay. Cleary. And I reckon that's as far back as he's been forced to kick pretty much in the game so far. Coates sprinting back. And now Howarth. That's a good run. That's a strong charge. He's had a couple of moments where he may have doubted himself, Jack Howarth, but he's gone after the game. Warbrick. Legs taken by Luai. And Garner on that left-hand side was going to start, but switched to the bench with the inclusion of Sorensen. Hughes up flat, taken by Katoa. Big fend on Alamotti, but he clung on. Here's absolute handful, Eli Katoa. Hughes goes high. Now Coates is in towards the middle of the field and he takes the catch. Can he get the pass away? They wrap around the ball here, Penrith. They're very good in that, aren't they?
They've done it so well tonight. They've allowed the Melbourne Storm to take the catch, and it's well away from their try line, and they wrap the ball carrier up. Sometimes Xavier Coates, he went infield.
Oh, this is great defence. found a second win, Melbourne. They might have looked a bit gassed, but gee, the last 5 minutes certainly belong to them. Viola back out there now. And Garner picking up some handy meters. Out to the 40. Luai in his final half as a Penrith Panther goes away to Dylan Edwards. Stop it. Edwards is still going. He's taking them with him. Cleary hangs one up in the air. And the chase comes through, and the tackle made by Tungawa.
Well, we haven't seen a floater yet from Nathan. Around that field position, he likes to put up those floating balls.
It's just that discipline. He's just concentrating on where to get the ball back to the opposition. They just wear you down, Penrith.
Pappenhausen, short side play, Coates. Pappenhausen there, tackled brilliantly as he caught it by Tungawa. But there's a little spark of enthusiasm. And Pappy, with his first real impact on the grand final so far, from one side to the other, Hughes kicks in behind, turning and chasing to Rory, but it hops too long.
Not the play. Not the play. Too far out. Nice play by Pappenhausen. It's a good tackle there from Tungawa.
Got to take your opportunities. Pappenhausen, he found one down a short side. It won't be the last time he looks down a short side for an opportunity.
It has been strong again, Dylan Edwards.
No, so brave. And you'd expect nothing else from this incredible team, contesting its 5th decider in the last 9 seasons. Here's Yeo, bullocking up near the halfway, played to Kenny. Now Leota, he loves this when they're on the front foot. Goes sprinting into Melbourne's defence, there's no markers there at all. So Cleary takes his time, waits a kick in between fullback and winger.
Just give the ball back inside their 10. And they don't get bored of it. Nathan doesn't get bored of it. Oh, that's true discipline. You very rarely see that.
Hand across the face. Tunnel.
He's struggling to get forward, Bill. The Storm.
And on the flip side, post-contact meters for the Panthers is incredible. They're just charging forward. I think they need to go after their footy. They got so many dangerous players, the Melbourne Storm. Just playing a little bit conservative, trying to wear the opposition down. They're not going anywhere in the pink jerseys. They need to find some footy.
Well, there's only been 7 offloads for ball. There's the offloads.
Munster looking in with Hughes, and now to Pat Ty. Oh, he is just an absolute beast, isn't he? What an offload. Hughes, Bishop.
That's better, a bit of offload, scatters to the defence, and then play on the next play.
Katoa once again is crashing into the defensive line. On the 30-metre line now. It's still 10-6. It's the half-time score, and Bloor now, he's lost it. He thought about promoting it further out to the left.
Yeah, he was looking to get it to Howarth when he's outside. He just fumbled the ball.
They're creating though, Billy.
They have to. They have to go after their game. That's the way they play. They've got plenty of points in them, Melbourne.
Well, the best thing there, Jerome Hughes to Munster, they've got to get together. The halves have got to get together and then bring Pappenhausen onto the ball. I've seen the halves play together and then bring Pappenhausen into play, which is the byproduct of not being able to get forward. No dominance of the ruck at all.
No, with another great run. Cleary waiting. End over end once again. Warbrick flying, takes the catch, but he's tackled as he was about to break into a bit of clear air. Here goes Mini. What a tussle. What a great final. It is on tenterhooks. play the ball. Munster sprinting after him. He jumped as he got to the defence. 3 from the halfway. Harry Grant. Tyrone Wishart. Speed man through the middle. It's a time-honoured recipe. And Munster. Kick taken by Edwards.
Tied down the outside backs. They couldn't get down to compete. Storm. Try to force an error. This is rugby league as good as it gets. Why the players are pushing the limits. Origin 3 this year was out of this world. This is up there. Superhumans.
It was forcing players and teams to play under fatigue. This is the most fatigue these players have felt all year. Now they've got to go after their game all the time.
Well, Brian Toto's come off the ground. So he's got a problem. We'll get Brad onto that very shortly. But the New South Wales Origin wingers off. In the meantime, Cleary sends a spiral. Oh, well taken. He looked in trouble there, Warbrick.
There's an option now with Toto going off. Alamotti, he's come to the wing on the right side, and then I think Garner will go to centre on the right side. So there's some real targets now for the Storm.
That'll be Jerome Hughes and Ellie Katoa's edge. Run to attack that right side of the Melbourne Storm. Pappenhausen out there and test the speed of Garner.
A dummy and run by the arrow. He gets cut down.
Good. Jerome Luai's defending at the centres.
Now Warbrick, he's got to run and catch it this one. He flies high in the air. He takes it and he's tackled again.
Again, was he tackled in the air? Competing for the ball, Will Warbrick. Again, did a great job, the Penrith Panthers, getting numbers back, allowing the Melbourne Storm to catch the footy. See the replay here.
We'd have to say Melbourne have really won back that arm wrestle for field position as Fisher Harris is thrown back into the fray.
I'll finish with Fisher Harris and Leota out on the field. Nathan.
Cleary finding room. He got ankle tapped by the arrow and then Grant comes in.
I haven't seen him run the ball this much. Ever.
Now Luai. Dummies, runs. Tackled by Katoa. Another massive tackle by the Melbourne number 12. They go to Sorensen. Now to Garner. Can they keep it alive here? Garner on play 5. He's happy to succumb and they'll hand the ball back to Melbourne at their end.
Well, Mitch Kenny's back to his feet. I mean, he got absolutely levelled at dummy half by Liero.
He looks busted, Bill. Kenny.
Take a bit to get him off the
field. You can't hurt him with a sledgehammer.
Approaching the hour mark. 10 points to 6. The half-time score.
He's been strong. Xavier Coates bringing the ball out of trouble.
Really good tackle there on Wishart, who is posing some questions with his play around the middle. Here's a pass. Runs to finding Bloor. He got knocked over with an ankle tap. This is fantastic by Melbourne. Defying the odds, really. And now Alamotti with an excellent catch and running back to the 20. Danica, what can you tell us?
We've just had confirmation from the Penrith Panthers bench that Brian Tyler has come off with a knee injury. He still is in the sheds at the moment. He has been getting assessed by the doctor. We do have the moment that we do think that it could have potentially happened as well. And we'll try to bring you that vision when we get it.
All right, Danica, thanks for that. Sorensen. What a story, Scott Sorensen. Played a couple of NRL games over the space of 3 years at the start of his career. Was considering retiring. He's now a triple premiership winner. It goes to Cleary. This one's up in the air. There's a contest in the back. It's come down for Penrith. It goes to Leota. He throws it to Alamonte. He reaches out and puts it down.
Oh, Liam Martin. What a performance. What a game he's had. dynamic. William Martin, look at him. He loves it. The tougher the better, the bigger the stage, the better he goes. Harvey Norman replay. He gets down there and competes. He gets up, he gets the ball, offloads, and look at this pass to Leota. Cracker. He goes over.
Harvey Norman hot deals on now. Up to 40% off.
His first year as a Panther, and then we scored a try in the grand final. And Liam Martin, you said it, Joey, try confirm. He just doesn't know how to not compete. He's down there all the time contesting. And then Moses Leota, he was there also. He delivered a beautiful pass to Alamotti. Effort and skill. What about that one, Freddie?
Well, in the first half, he came up with the speed of pass to get to Jerome Luai and set the first try up. And it was a beautiful take by Liam Martin. But I've got to say, he had to use some acceleration to get away from the Melbourne defence. He's had quite the grand final, Paul Alamotti. And I'm standing here behind Nathan Cleary, and I've been in this position before with one Jonathan Thurston.
We're leaving it with you, Brad.
Well, they're 8 points clear. This will take him to 10. He'll put a little bit of draw. He's got it aimed, I reckon, about 5 metres outside the right post. The level of focus. Relaxed. Moves in. And
he's left it out to the right, Brad. It's 14-6.
We all know life goes way too far.
Penrith with another one. 3 tries to 1 now. And Paul Alamotti from Belmore to Penrith, and a try scorer in the grand final in what has been an unfamiliar position for him, moving from left centre to right wing, and finds himself right in the hot spot. What a put down under pressure.
Well, I know there's only 17 minutes to go in this grand final, and that can feel like a long time, but the Melbourne Storm, they have to find some opportunities. There's opportunities on the right-hand side. There's a deficiency out there. Garner's in the centres. They need to find that from their own end, because the Panthers won't give them much field position.
It's Moses. The 2 starting props hoping to guide their team home, but Melbourne will fight right until the death. Pappenhausen with the catch. Spearing it to coach, who's been very, very strong running out of yardage. Danica with some more news.
Yes, just a further update on Ryan Toto. It was a nasty knee clash that he sustained, and you can see him coming back out onto the field now. The medical staff said they are hopeful that he'll return, and you can see him coming back in and just testing that knee out right now on the sideline, and they are cheering behind him.
He's ever popular Ryan Toto. Monster spills the ball. Thinking about his options and didn't make a sure thing of catching it, and now some restlessness sets in.
I don't know what happened. Hey, Kelly. So now we have to check that again. Let's go that way.
With the 7-seat Isuzu MU-X, pretty much anywhere is a footy field.
And usually, the further afield, the better. Live your own way in the Isuzu MUX.
And Cleary pilot Penrith to 4 straight.
Well, he'd be looking for the jugular in this set. And just watch how many times Nathan Cleary touches the football in this set. And we turn players underneath. A little bit of a push and shove after that error from Cameron Munster.
And there's a set play coming. They're structured out to this left-hand side. Mitch Kenny, Nathan Cleary, and Sorensen. They're the first team since Souths, as we know, to make 5 straight grand finals. That was from 67 to 71. And to think that they are within 15 and a half minutes of 4 in a row in the salary cap era is really beyond belief. Kenny ducking and fighting with the defence. They're outside the 10. Cleary for Martin. The Warhorse. Confronted by Liero and Ili Katoa in line with the left-hand post. Cleary station right, Luai left. They go to the ladder. Luai trying to drag them in. Garner bumped away from one. Can he offload? He gets it out the back. It's a looping pass. Cleary with it now. He keeps it alive. Back to Sorensen. Who's there? Sorensen. He beat a tackle. He can't beat the tackle of Grant. He's cut down 5 short.
Well, what's in the tank for Melbourne? You see Harry Grant there. I don't know how Harry Grant's still on the field. He's made 51 tackles, Harry Grant. I mean, that Mitch Kenny, the opposite dummy half, gets through a truckload of work. He's only made 37. Once again, you can see the game plan. Chewed the middle on the Melbourne Storm.
Just lost the boot. Pappenhausen from dummy half and through floor. And after Jack Howarth, well, Nathan dragged them back from 16 down against Brisbane last year. Is there an heroic effort from one of these Melbourne Stars fine players?
They're going to have to start playing and take some serious risks. Melbourne just keep going 5 in for a kick. This will end 14-6. That's him on screen. He's the one.
Handled them well today, Joey. Not taking any dummies off Cameron Munster.
Cleary, Martin again. Offloading Kenny from one side to the other. Luai now trying to duck underneath defenders. Wants to play it quickly. He's able to. The referee called him back on the mark, but allow play to continue. Cleary with a spiral pass. Picked up low by Tumor. And Liero with the tackle. Martin rushes in. Cleary up in the air. And there's another contest. Martin, I reckon Sorensen might have knocked that back. It falls eventually on the bump back to Pappenhausen and he races out just short of the 20.
They got nothing in the tank. Your halfback's playing play 2. Even the wingers are out on their feet. Try to get some energy. The Storm. They're just...
Inside pass. Munster. And that's Lazarus Van Lepu. So he is out there, the most inexperienced grand finalist since Steve Price in 94 for the Bulldogs. Grant now. Almost through them. 6 more tackles.
Look out.
There is life in Melbourne yet. They have too many champion players out there to discount them. Munster, one of them. A pass to Mini. A one-handed ball for Bloor. Backs out and has nowhere to go, so he's happy to submit in the tackle. This is massive for Melbourne right here with a fresh set of 6. Munster to the arrow at pretty much a standstill. 12 to play. They're 2 tries behind. If they can find one here, there is a finish to Sabre coming up. Hughes. on Penrith's 10-metre line. Harry Grant. Munster for Lazarus Valepu. It's a special name in Melbourne history, Lazarus, isn't it? A metre short. Cameron Munster. It's played up by Penrith and out over the sideline.
I get the feeling that Melbourne just needed to reset. They're going to play the ball on the 10-metre line, get to catch their breath, reset. Again, the Penrith Panthers did a great job to repel the Melbourne Storm. They go again.
Here's King now. Running back to the middle. Strong run, Josh King. Melbourne's fans willing them on. Can they find the try and ignite the finish off that pass Munster? Strong tackle. Sorensen in combination with Fisher Harris. Liero plays it. Grant. Munster first receiver. Another flat one. He sent Cleary to the line. He's wrapped up by Cleary. The ball's been left behind. There's a penalty.
Well, they've got to go right. Once that they tested Garner in the centres on the right-hand side of the field, the ball's got to get out to Meany, Pappenhausen and Will Warbrick on the right-hand side of the field.
King starts them. Grant's already got one. He burrows. He's not going to get a second. Right on Penrith's line. Munster. Yo couldn't get in. He tries to cut through a gap there. Sorensen with an important tackle. That's 3 down. They feel Melbourne have to strike here. And Katoa could be the man. He's got 12 tries this year, but he won't get another one. Garner with a good tackle. Yo in there also. Centre way to Hughes, outside the 10, floating pass. Munster, and now Howard tries it in the way they hold him, they're going to drag and they're going to pull him over.
Absolutely, that is premiership defence at its best. The Penrith Panthers stand and applaud Panthers fans. The team's resilient, and they showed it right there why they're the triple premiers of our competition. Just watch how Tungley just holds his opponent up, and then the cavalry comes. Nathan Cleary with his injured shoulder and all.
Well, they needed Pappenhausen. They needed him to be that final link. They were just missing one player. But the defence is just relentless.
Six in a row for Melbourne in prime real estate and nothing to speak of on the scoreboard. And Garner, half a break. Danica, we've had some big games here, but this is hard to match for us.
It certainly is. And we've been given the official crowd figure as well. 80,156 inside Accor Stadium here this evening. But as you mentioned, the atmosphere, it is quite intense as well. It's quite hard to describe down here at ground level. All I can say is that Jonathan Thurston and Brad Fittler, they are next to me and they have barely been able to sit down.
Well, that's standard for those two, let's be honest. Enthusiasm is infectious. Here goes Isaiah Yeo again. He's still toiling away, the co-captain. 8.5 to play in the grand final. Cleary kicking long. It comes down on Melbourne's 10 and back comes Coates once more. There's Lazarus Valepu, a short stint. He's had a magnificent game running the ball, taking punts.
Strong.
McDonald. An enthusiastic run and a fast play the ball. There's 8 to go. If they can find one, you just do not know. Liero now. Munster. A kick for Coates to contest. The ball hits the turf and it might have taken an air swing off everyone, but coming back to the 20 and a 7-tackle set. Cleary's feeling for the arm.
Well, they got 2 quick play the balls that set then, the Melbourne Storm.
We've done the challenge time before.
No, that. Let's have that challenge.
We've done the challenge time, we've got a captain's challenge. He was already
asking whether there was a Penrith hand on the ball.
Yeah, the previous
captain's
set.
challenge is people decision in the 20-metre restart. They touch it, goes back, it doesn't go out, he takes it out as well. That's fine.
They got 2 really quick play the balls and they had nothing off it.
Does it come off the left hand there of Alamoni? Just watch the left hand.
Just looking to see who touches the ball last, if it's touched at all.
Definitely touches Alamoni. Don't they review the restarts anyway? Let's touch Alamoni.
Xavier Coates knocks the ball on. The ball then travels touching goal. The challenge by Melbourne is unsuccessful. We have a 20-minute restart.
It was actually knocked on by Xavier.
So the Bunkers have found a touch there by Coates, and that's what's happened to Nathan. I think Jonathan Thurston actually said that pre-game it's not so much the front-on defence, it's when his arm is extended, and that was the case there.
It's the unstructured environment. It's when you're desperate, you're diving, and your arms are out reaching.
What an effort. Not only tonight, but actually the whole semi-final series from Nathan Cleary.
Well, this is the second time he's done it. He did it in 21 as well.
Garner goes inside Melbourne territory. 7 to play. Powering an offload. Lindsay Smith tackle. It was Munster, but Penrith had the storm on the ropes. And the trophy within reach. Cleary back against them. Kings tries to get through. It's picked up by Pappenhausen. It was play 4. But they've given them the ball back at this end. And they will surge here and make life awfully hard for Melbourne to get up the other end. Mini trying with a run. Hughes, Wishart, and Munster for Xavier Coates. Another run on the tally. There's Brian Tortall urging on his teammates. Munster, geez, tried hard. And Wishart steps up. Edwards looks up, he sees a staggered kick. Chase, oh, pressure pass. Good speed.
Tackle 1.
Why do you do that?
We've got an allegation.
A biting allegation.
Just give us a second. They're looking at it first. But wait here. You don't need anyone else's opinion. I swear.
There's two arguments. One is Alamoni shouldn't have his arm around the face, around his mouth, but he still can't bite. We saw the Kyle Flanagan incident during the year.
We can't be certain. It's going to be on report and something they'll deal with it later. That's all it is. It's
That's the argument. Some will say, well, he shouldn't have his arm there, but it doesn't matter.
I just saw some either.
It's irrelevant.
So
You can't bite.
what's of more direct relevance to the game is that the referee actually kind of saying we can't prove anything, there's no penalty, so play will continue as normal.
Yeah, right, cool.
Freddie?
The biggest relevance was for Nathan Cleary. After the tackle here on Cameron Munster, he walked to the sideline, got down on his haunches. I've never seen Nathan walk in a game. The trainer came up to him, and that 2 minutes had a talk to work out that ordeal has allowed him to get back in the game.
Well, I reckon we could forgive all of them for walking after what they've offered tonight, Brad. This has been rugby league from the very top shelf. And what about those last 20 minutes?
Well, the big guns have all stood up, especially Nathan Cleary, Isaiah Yeo and Liam. They've all stood up.
They can test another one, Penrith. Martin dropped it.
Tackle. Time off, give me the ball.
Well, 5 minutes to go now, Joey. They need to find something.
Time off.
Well, the halves have to pass the ball to each other.
We have the captain's challenge here from Penrith. Just being the decision of a knock-on.
There's a tackling action by Cameron Munster. There's no intent to strip. Liam Martin has not yet passed the ball, so this is a knock-on. The challenge by Penrith is unsuccessful.
Got a breather. Look at Sergi. Look at this defence. Speed of the defensive line. 4.5 minutes to go. Look how hungry this team is.
And two of the big guns in there. Fisher Harris in his final minutes as a Panther, along with Isaiah Yeo. Harry Grant, Jerome Hughes, Eli Katoa. Ball popped out the back. Mini looking for something, but the opportunity shut down. Yeo there again, along with Mitch Kenny. Sharks played big minutes in that middle forward role. Howarth back underneath. There's just nothing presenting itself. Here's McDonald. Powerful surge. Up to the halfway, but it's play number 5. Hughes kicking over the top. Pappenhausen tried to chase. Edwards has got it back. Under 4 minutes left. Edwards breaking out of tackles. Melbourne might be out of tickets here.
Well, no one will ever do what the St George team in the 50s and 60s. Jerome Hughes limping off, but I don't think we'll ever see this again in the modern NRL era. With the salary cap and how hard it is to keep a squad together with success. 4 in a row.
58 years it's been since the Dragons went on that incredible run. And this is the closest any team has got to it. It's just really hard to believe.
It's a measure of hunger levels. They've been able to redevelop those hunger levels year after year. This is not easy to play this style of football. It's relentless, it's ruthless, it's endless.
Well, the key players we speak about, Yeo, Cleary, Luai, Edwards, Martin, these players, they're always trying to improve.
Penalty. Nathan was taken out after the kick.
While he's kicking, there's contact with the legs here. This has been a brutal display of grand final football, and they're the best at it, the Penrith Panthers. Alec McDonald just making contact with Nathan Cleary here. Is this the last piece of the puzzle? Panthers speak about how much they learnt about the 2020 grand final and what the Melbourne Storm did to them. This will be the 4th premiership in a row. Is it the most important one?
It was being described in the local Western Sydney media as the final ride, with key pillars of this team for many years leaving the club. This is the one that they wanted to send them out with. And at times this year they didn't look convincing, but they knew if they got to the finals, they had the game to win it. They are final specialists. And they are now a fraction over 2 minutes away from lifting the premiership trophy again. Liam Martin, what a knock in the grand final. He's nearly through the hole. 6 more tackles. I think the Penrith fans have allowed themselves to celebrate now. Oh, Lindsay Smith drops it. Just sit down momentarily, maybe.
Shot clock on, ready on it. Give me the ball, give me the ball. The clock's on. Give me the ball.
Nathan Cleary, his stats we spoke about in the second half, I've never seen him run the ball so much. Run for 200 metres.
Andrew, he's not even 30 yet. Where does this man sit among the great playmakers in the game?
Oh, he's right up there. I think we'll judge him when he finishes. Fingers crossed. Let's hope injury doesn't stop him, but we all know there's greatness now. And we judge him at the end of his career. you know where he's going.
His career could be over tonight, and he's won 4 points.
Yeah, injury hasn't stopped him there either. Half of those competitions he's won with a shoulder requiring surgery. Very courageous performance.
Broken hand.
That's what we got.
King, Pappenhausen, good ball, coach down the wing. Can they jag one here and make it an interesting last minute? They want to do it soon. Next tackle number 4. Harry Grant across to Cameron Munster. Now Hughes running in some space. Ball goes to Mini. Mini towards the sideline. Spectacular pass. Warbrick, can he keep it alive? He's cut down on play number 5. There's 40 seconds left. They have to score here. Hughes. It's a shortish kick. It's a brilliant area catch by Paul Alamotti.
We attacked the game, Paul Alamotti. Attacked the ball, attacked the game. He didn't wait then. What a play.
The Penrith faithful rejoice. It is very hard to comprehend when the Panthers have done it again. 4 premierships in a row. A feat unseen for nearly 6 decades of one rugby league might never see again. The Penrith Panthers are premiers. This is history. A rich piece of rugby league history.
We're seeing something very special. What a club, what a team. It's a disappointment in the Melbourne Storm, but this club, everyone involved with this club, absolutely incredible.
Jerome Luai leaves the club that built him into the player he is as a 4-time premier. And at the other end, Liam Henry. He tastes the joy of premiership success for the first time. And a word for Melbourne, who just toiled away all night and failed to give in. Their defence was phenomenal in the first half.
The Melbourne Storm, they were courageous. But this Penrith Panthers team, they are just relentless. They give it nothing. They gave the Storm absolutely nothing.
It's the game. And Nathan Cleary, full of joy. What a team. They're a team full of champions, but they're a champion team. They do it together. They do it for their community. 4 in a row.
Wow. And there's a combination for the last time. Four in a row.
Well, we spoke about it before the game. Nathan Cleary, Jerome Luai, the greatest halves combination the game has seen. Look at the record.
And Andrew, the respect I know you have for Langer and Walters, they join them with 4 titles tonight as a halves combination. Yes, Brad?
With Jerome Luai, how did that feel, embracing Nathan then?
It's not just Nathan, man. It's all my brothers here. I'm front loaded. Left on a good note, bro. Left on a good note.
How does it feel making history?
History doesn't matter right now, man. We're soaking up this moment, and just to win one grand final is so special. So these group of guys, no one works harder than these boys, and we got what we deserve tonight.
About the game, the try and half time, how important was that?
Last round, baby!
Yes, sir!
Sorry, was a question.
One sec.
Let's hit it.
We'll get there in a sec. They're great for the team amongst these blokes. Winning one grand final is emotional. It seems like winning your fourth is totally different.
Yeah, no one's going to do this again, you know, so I can't put it into words, man. Ask me in a week's time. I just want to soak up all the emotion and embrace my brothers right now.
It's been a totally different year this year. You've known from the start that you were leaving the club at the end of the year. How big a motivator was that?
Massive. It's been good for me. It's kept me on every day. Even the days I didn't want to show up, you know, it's kept me accountable. And hopefully it's made the boys better as well. So, we did it, bro.
Well done, mate. Well done. Cal?
Marto, first of all, what an amazing game of football. But congratulations, mate, you've done it. 4 premierships in a row.
I can't believe it. It's just a dream come true with this bunch. It's just, I'm still pinching myself. I can't believe it.
Can you tell us a little bit about the belief you have in this group? You guys are just absolutely relentless in your game plan. What's the belief like? What do you talk amongst each other about?
I don't know. It's just unspoken, I guess. That was tough. That was so hard, but we just kept turning up for one another, and that's just the character of the boys we have here, and it's so special to be part of a group like that.
Got a try just before half-time. That was pretty crucial.
Yeah, no, happy with that. It was all Nath. I didn't have to do too much. I just ran over the try line, so put it up to him.
How about Nathan Cleary, mate? Sore shoulder and all. How good is he?
Oh, it didn't look like it. He was taking the line on and hitting hard. He killed it. It's just such an honour playing alongside him, and it's just special watching him.
Go celebrate, mate. Congratulations. Over to you, Danica.
Thank you, Gal. I'm here with Jerome Hughes. Jerome, I'm so sorry that didn't go to plan here tonight. You fought so hard, but you just couldn't get there in the end.
Yeah, it's a tough game, obviously. They're a great team. They've been the best the last couple of years for a reason. Just stay in the fight. So,
At full time there, I looked around and there was every single Melbourne Storm player was down on their haunches, absolutely exhausted. How tough of a team are they to come up against?
They're the best, and we've seen that the last couple of years, and they're so hard to beat. I don't know, you need to be on your game for the full 80 to beat them, and if they're not, they're too good, and they showed that tonight.
You did lead the first half. It was a narrow lead, but you led for the majority of that first half. Where do you think the Melbourne Storm fell away?
Just a bit loose in our contact. They got too many quick play the balls, and you can't give a team like Penrith that, or so run fair. So, yeah.
Well, personally, you should be so proud of the season that you have had. Dally M Award winner, a grand finalist as well, and I'm sure we'll see you here on the big stage in the years to come.
Cheers, thank you for that. Thanks.
Alana, over to you.
Thank you, Danica. I've got Nathan Cleary here with me. That could quite possibly be the best footy that some people have ever seen. You've got 2 experience. The man, how was it?
I actually had lots of words. It was 5 years ago, I was 4 or 5 years ago, standing there crying and losing to these guys who have been the benchmark for such a long time, and it was just won 4 in a row. It's honestly mind-blowing.
It's insane. You just shared a moment with your dad before. It looked like he lost a couple of tears, but an incredible journey to go on with your dad as well.
Oh, absolutely. Love him so much. I'm so glad my family can be a part of this. They've been my rock the whole way. They've been supporting me all the way, and to do it with Dad, it means the world. But even my brothers here, so much hard work goes into it, and it's crazy.
It doesn't get boring, does it? How do you do it? The intensity, the effort from your teammates, just so relentless in the way you go about your work.
For this exact feeling right here, it's all worth it. It is hard. It's hard to reach the top. It's very hard to stay there, but for this moment, it's all worth it. It's honestly the best feeling in the world.
I think the smile says it all. That was the last game you'll play for Penrith alongside your halves partner, Jerome Luai. How special was it to go out that way with him?
Just send him out the right way. He deserves that. He's been such a big part of this team. He showed that against Smiley. He was on fire. Going to miss him a lot, but for right now, I just want to party alongside him and enjoy it.
You deserve to enjoy it. I'll let you go in a second. Now that you've finished, just how busted are you?
No, it's honestly not too bad. Blowing out of caution. We'll have a good time.
All right, enjoy the celebrations. Congratulations. Nathan Cleary, everyone. Back to you, Tomo.
Thanks, Alana. Yes, just the sheer adulation. I'm with Billy Slater and Andrew Johns, both the multiple premiership winners, but a word from you both on how Penrith have been able to keep motivating themselves. It's staggering to think that they can achieve this level of excellence 4 years in succession.
Well, it was the first thing I looked for in 2022, the year after they won the first premiership. I was looking for their hunger levels, and I still haven't seen a sign that they have dropped off in any of their effort areas, whether it's their kick chase. Now, Liam Martin's effort to chase their own kicks tonight, it's been extraordinary. The way that they've kept that motivation up, they've done it 4 years in a row, and they did it the first year. They couldn't quite get the prize, but they are well and truly the benchmark, and they showed that again tonight. The way that they were ruthless, that was incredible, Joey.
I mean, it was like success. When you're successful, you can lie to yourself, you can drop your guard, not work as hard. But these guys, the core group, drive the standards. The game plan tonight was a masterstroke from Ivan Cleary. They were short of front row or two, obviously Big Nelson being out. So to continually turn the ball back inside and get the big men making their tackles for the Melbourne Storm, which then took away so much of their attack they go for, they just controlled the game.
Well, the key is when your best players are your hardest workers. You know, there's no harder worker in the game than Nathan Cleary. When your best players are your hardest workers, everyone follows. And then on screen as well, Isaiah Yeo, he was tireless through the middle. They lead the team. They lead everything.
His career tonight, Yeo, probably reaches a high watermark. An Origin Series victory, a co-captain of another premiership campaign, and possibly Australian captain when it comes to Pacific Championships. More on-field reaction, Danica.
Yes, I'm here with Luke Garner. Luke, describe that one. You just had a couple of moments with your teammates. You can't wipe the smile off their face. I mean, how do you put that one into words?
Man, I thought last year was good. This is unbelievable. Coming to this game underdogs, had a bit of a chip in our shoulder. You know, beat us a couple of times throughout the year, but to get them on the big stage, it's nothing better.
What makes this one better?
Like I said, I think we're underdogs, and like I said, they got us a couple of times throughout the year. I think there was a lot of doubters, but we shot everyone up.
What about the fact that you do have a lot of your close mates, a lot of your teammates who are leaving at season's end? Does that one make this a little bit more special?
Yeah, 100%. Man, I love those boys to death. Can't imagine not playing with them, so let's just enjoy the next couple of days and I'll worry about that next year.
All right, we'll go and enjoy this one.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yes, Luke Garner, who went from a wooden spoon with the West Tigers a couple of years ago to a premier last year, and he backs it up tonight. Well, it is official. The Penrith Panthers have achieved immortality with a fourth straight premiership title. Their claim as the greatest team ever, well, is it undeniable? It's certainly up there. Personally signed by the premiership team. It's strictly limited. You can order this premiership jersey right now by visiting officialmemorabilia.com.au. Dynasty 4 in a row. Let's head to the official presentation.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got the grand final that we expected, 1v2, and what a show it was. The Melbourne Storm and the Penrith Panthers. Welcome to the official post-match ceremony. On stage here tonight, the Australian Rugby League Commission Chairman, Mr. Peter Vlandis, the National Rugby League CEO, Mr. Andrew Abdo, and the 1988 Clive Churchill medalist, Mr. Paul Dunn. Great to see you all up here. Great to have you with us, Paul. Thank you so much, as always, to Telstra, our naming rights partner, for your unwavering support and investment in our great game of rugby league. Since 2001, Telstra have been rewarding junior rugby league clubs from right around the country to support the next generation of talent. And tonight, Telstra is proud to deliver over $150,000 in grants to junior rugby league clubs. Each Penrith Panthers player tonight is not only representing their club, but also their Australian Junior Rugby League team, who will receive a $3,000 grant. And the Storm will be receiving $25,000 in grants from the Victorian Junior Rugby League Association. It's now time, though, when it comes to the biggest stage of them all, to find out our winner, the player of the match, who'll receive the prestigious Clive Churchill Medal. Could you please put your hands together for the Panthers, Liam Martin.
Oh, wow. It's so surreal. I just want to congratulate Storm on a fantastic year. You know, I've got the utmost respect for you guys. You're just there every year. To our boys, I love you so much. It just shows the character we have to dig deep. And I was gone then, but damn, you boys dragged me along. And then to all you guys, the fans, I just love you guys. Thank you so much. We do it for you. We do it for Penrith. Love you.
He's a beauty. Congratulations, Liam Martin, our Clive Churchill medalist for 2024. I'd now like to invite to the stage our match officials for tonight's big game. A big thank you to referee Ashley Klein, to our touch judges, Chris Sutton and Dave Munro. They are receiving their medals tonight from junior referees. Congratulations to you all on such a big year. It's now time to hand the microphone over to the captain for tonight's runners-up. Can you please put your hands together for Harry Grant.
Yeah, it's a tough one to take, but I just want to congratulate Penrith. Incredible organisation, what they've done over the past 5 years. They're always in the picture in a tough contest, so congratulations, all the very best. I wanted to say a big thank you to the NRL, especially their sponsors, Telstra, for the season that we've had, Andrew, Peter. It's been a great year of rugby league. Thoroughly enjoyed the whole season and look forward to being back next year. I want to say thank you to all the match officials for the year, Melbourne Storm, all our sponsors, our chairman, our board, all our owners and our playing group, our staff. It's been a great season. We've stuck together, stuck strong, really enjoyed the year. It's a disappointing result, but I'm sure we'll be back next year. So I want to say thanks to all the fans, especially our Melbourne Storm fans. We feel you, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you, Harry. Well done to the Melbourne Storm on what has been an amazing year, finishing minor premiers and putting up one hell of a fight in a narrow loss to the Penrith Panthers. It's hard to believe this Penrith team, 5 consecutive grand finals, 4 straight premierships. So to get them up here on stage and to give them their premiership rings, I'd like to call upon the Minchinbury Jets to have the honours. Junior Rugby League Footy Club at its best to hand over their premiership rings tonight. And the first one to receive one tonight, their coach, Ivan Cleary. Next up, from the Bellingen Dorrigo Magpies, Dylan Edwards. From the Barella Bears, Sonia Taruba. One of the very youngsters from St Mary's, Isaac Tamor. From the Milpera Colts, Paul Alamotti. From St Mary's, Brian To'o. Also from St Mary's, for the final time in Panthers pick, Jerome Luai. Another from St Mary's, Moses Leota. From the Windsor Wolves, Mitch Kenny. For the Panthers James Fisher Harris. For the Bilamble Jets, Lugana. Let's get him up here again. From Temora Junior Rugby League Footy Club, Liam Martin. From the Western Lions, Brett Schneider. From St Mary's, Lindsay Smith. From the Blaney Bears, Liam Henry. From the Wentworthville Magpies, Matt Eisenhuth. For the Cronulla Carringbar Sharks, Scott Sorensen. From Brothers Penrith, Nathan Cleary. And finally, from St John's Dubbo, Isaiah Young.
First of all, just want to thank Chelsea for putting on just a wonderful spectacle all week. Obviously, next to Craig, Harry, and the Storm organisation, our respect for you is huge. Because it's just another chapter in our battles. So we've got a wonderful year, and just so much respect for you as a group and as an organisation. To the Penrith fans and the family, just want to thank you so much for your support, not just this year, but the years previous, the years gone by. We just love it. You don't understand how much we love it, how much we feed off it. It's outstanding. And then it's obviously not just our players, but our staff. Just such a special group. It's to do what we've done. I can't see it being done again. It's just a special group, so tough, and it's a real pleasure to be a part of. So thank you.
Good on you, Isaiah. Ladies and gentlemen, to the 80,000+ who came here tonight, to the millions watching on the Nine Network at home and around the world, we hope you enjoyed the ride as the Skippers take the trophy over for the 4th year running. Your NRL premiers, the Penrith Panthers. What a match. What a team. What a dynasty. The Penrith Panthers. This is something else. 14-6 tonight over the Melbourne Storm in a grand final classic. But what they have built is beyond belief. We have got so much more to come on our post-match show, live and free from Accor Stadium tonight. How much further can this team go? Where to now for the Melbourne Storm as the celebrations and commiserations continue right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports.
What a stunning Sydney.
And each year they've gone on to the grand final. The last four, as you can see there from the players themselves, they've won it. Let's head over to a Panthers super fan now with Alana.
Thank you, Brace. I've got one of our golden girls here in Australia, Olympic gold medalist Jess Fox. Could possibly be one of Penrith's biggest fangirls as well. How good is this, Jess?
Oh, what a night. I think it's just so special for everyone here in this stadium wearing black or pink jerseys and just, what a night. It's amazing to see them do it, to pull it off, to perform in that way.
Well, you're a champion yourself, so it takes one to know one. Nathan Cleary, I know you've known him for years and years. How incredible to see him just get to work.
Unreal. I mean, he's such an incredible performer. You know, the resilience he's shown this season especially, and I think just watching the team and getting to know them a little bit. We got to speak to them a few weeks ago and just connect over, you know, performance and the mental toughness that you've got to go through. And watching him out there tonight and all the boys, it was so special. I was, biggest fangirl on the sidelines and stoked for the whole team.
They showed that mental toughness in spades, didn't they? I think that might have been the turning point, actually, when you came back from the Olympics and you and your sister went and spoke to them. Was it a cool moment? That's where you got this jersey?
Yes, the jersey with the J Fox on it. No, it's so special to share that with them and to be able to connect in that way and share a few stories, answer a few questions. You know, we're both, I guess, experiencing similar things in terms of performing under pressure, and what a way to do that tonight. It was, it's definitely not us. It was all them. They know how to put it down, and you know, Ivan is such a phenomenal coach, and it's been amazing to get to know him a little bit as well. So, well done, team. Stoked for them.
He is amazing. I saw you have a quick word to Ivan before he walked past, and was he thanking you for that rev up speech?
No, I think he's just such a humble guy and just so thankful for the support that, you know, the team receives from everyone. And he was a bit in disbelief, kind of like, wow, what a night. You know, they did an amazing job, and it was so cool to be in the stadium tonight to witness it.
Yeah, incredible stuff. Great to see you here, Jess. Always supporting the Penrith Panthers.
Yeah.
Go and enjoy the celebration.
Yes.
Woo. Back to you, Brace.
Good on you. Thanks, Alana. Jess, an absolute superstar. Celebrating with the Panthers tonight. Paul Gallen, Cameron Smith, Phil Gould, all here to dissect on our post-match show. Gus, I know you can believe what we're seeing from this Penrith side because you were there to help develop the infancy of it. They are something special out there tonight and trying to do what they did against the likes of Harry Grant and Co. and succeeding on the biggest stage of them all. It's become business as usual.
Yeah, it is. To consider a team winning 4 premierships in a row the way they have in a salary cap era, I mean, that's just unheard of. They've lost a lot of players over the last few years, but they've kept developing kids through. They've recruited strategically. The thing about the team is the resilience, is the toughness of the team, the mental toughness of the team, and this brilliant defensive system that they've got. To keep the Melbourne Storm to 6 points, I mean, a measly try out of dummy half over the course of 80 minutes, where every other team in the competition doesn't even get close to containing the Melbourne Storm attack. They virtually blotted the Melbourne Storm out of the contest. They kept it at their own end of the field. They gave them very little opportunities. They applied so much pressure. I think full credit to the Melbourne Storm. I think if Panthers play any other team tonight, they win by 40 or 50. But the Melbourne Storm just were really gritty themselves. But this is a very, very special group of players.
A hard watch for you, Cam. But in the end, you see them beaten by the better team.
Yeah, well, the final result, Brace, it's disappointing as being a Storm person, and I'm really disappointed for the playing group out there. They've had an enormous year up until this point, finishing minor premiers, and they were fantastic. But tonight they were beaten by the better side, and sometimes, particularly in these occasions, you really have to acknowledge the opposition and say that you've been outplayed. Now, I totally agree with what Gus said about that mental toughness. Like, the Penrith Panthers are not only a fit side, but they're a mentally tough side. And there was a few moments that showed me that tonight. That try just before half-time, they had to go 95 metres, they scored points there. Then Liam Martin comes up with that big play. He takes the ball from the high ball here, gets it out to Alamotti, scores a try. And then there was a period with about 10 or 12 minutes to go, and they defended 4 consecutive sets on their line and turned the Melbourne Storm away. And look, you can see the disappointment in that shed right now. Craig Bellamy, look, he's shattered. He's been here and done this all before. He's lost grand finals. He's won a few as well. But a lot of these young guys, they haven't had this experience. And there's a few guys in that side there where they played in the grand final in 2020, their first one, and won it. And that's a great feeling, but they haven't experienced this one yet. So if you cast your mind back, 4-5 years ago, that was the Penrith Panthers right now. What all those young guys in that Melbourne Storm shed are feeling at this very moment in time. What does that mean for next year and years down the track? I don't know, maybe a positive thing for Melbourne.
That was your last game, that grand final.
It was.
Back in 2020.
It was.
When the game was over, and there wasn't much in it at the finish, you got off to a good lead. Did you get a feeling that this team was destined for something bigger?
Oh, Gus, I did. And watching them go about their business throughout that season, I felt that way. I thought they had a special lineup. They had something very special, particularly with a group of young men all starting out together. And watching the disappointment and seeing the disappointment in their faces after that 2020 defeat, I knew that they were hungry. And they've shown the entire rugby league world that they're one of the best sides that have ever played our game.
And every year they have to lose a couple of star players. This year, most notably, Sunia Truva, Jerome Luai, and James Fisher-Harris, who's live with them.
Thank you, James. Well, Fish, I know in the build-up to this you were so reluctant to get reflective, be emotional because you had a job to do. And now that you've finished with a grand final victory, can you believe it?
I can't really believe it, to be honest. Even just the way the game panned out. Storm were really good tonight, but I'm just reflecting a little bit now over the years with the Bombers, and it was just nice to just go to war with the Bombers one more time, especially in a game like that. With our rivalry, Storm, of course, and just to end it on a good note like that, which, still pinching my skin now, to be honest.
The way you've spoken during the year about what this club means to you, what Ivan Cleary meant to you, can you sum up for everyone watching at home how this club is essentially like your family?
I probably can't put into words, to be honest. But everyone knows, all the people in those 4 walls know that there's nothing but love, and I'm just so happy to be a part of it, to be honest. This is my second family, and I'm at peace with everything, my decision, everything, but it's been one hell of a ride.
We know how important family is to you. You've got your young kids here, but a big part of the reason you're leaving the club is to be back closer to family at home, and unfortunately your grandfather did pass away, but I hope you don't mind me asking, I'm sure he would be so proud of you tonight.
I can't even speak, to be honest. I'm just over the moon, and this year's been crazy. It's been a roller coaster for me, on and off the field. Personal reasons and injuries as well, and I just love this place, and it's so hard to move away from it, but it's something I've had to do.
But yeah, I'm going to celebrate with the boys one more time, eh?
They'll always hold a very close place in your heart. We're all very excited for what's to come next year for you. James Fisher-Harris, well done on a great few years here at the Panthers.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Well done to him. Gus, you ever heard him speak so much?
That's the most I've ever heard him. Yeah, that was like getting blood out of a stone, wasn't it? Trying to get a response from him. But he's a very special character right from the first time he ever came to the club as a teenager. He played in an SG ball team. He and those fellas there, like your Lewis and Clearys and those fellas, they all played in a young rep team together, and those two become like brothers. He's a very special character, James Fisher-Harris. He came over extremely tough. He had 2 left feet and 2 left hands. He didn't know much about the game, but he would train and he ran and he was tough. And the story goes that when they were beaten in the 2020 grand final, he actually went and trained 2 days later and started training, and virtually everyone followed him back into the gym. That's the story as I understand it, that he was single-minded about overcoming that disappointment and winning a premiership. Well, now they've won 4 in a row, but he's been an integral part in the development and also the mentorship of all these other younger fellas that came through. When he came to the club, he was 17 years of age. Now he's 27, 28 years of age, and he's the leader of the club. And that's what sets the DNA of a club as you go through.
And a nice moment there with the Panthers legend in Brenny Alexander. The epitome, though, Gal, I'd imagine, of leading by example, which I assume the Warriors are going to now enjoy the spoils of with James Fisher-Harris.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to miss them on the field, there's no doubt about that. But I think where they'll be missed most is their leadership around training and just around the camp in general. You heard him talk there, the way he talks about the place, how much he loves it, how much he loves the fans. I think they'll be missed at training. That's where their leadership around training, their work ethic, that will be missed.
All right, Luai, Taruva off to the Tigers, across the ditch for James Fisher-Harris. Let's head across the pitch now to another superstar for the night, Brian Ty, live with Lockie.
Yeah, thanks, James. Well, I was looking around for some players to interview, and I saw this man sitting down here with his young fella. What's his name?
His name's Atreus.
He loves his chocolate. You got chocolate there, mate? Yeah. Lucky Dad's got a heap of chocolate for later. But I just see you sitting here, and you're looking up at the family, you're looking up at the crowd. What are you thinking?
No, just enjoying every moment. This doesn't happen very often, so I'm truly grateful and blessed. And yeah, just to soak it all in, enjoying this moment with my son. It's the best feeling.
And yourself, going through the game, like I watched that game tonight, and it looks like you're going for your first premiership. That's how much desire you're still playing with. What do you put that down to?
We put in a lot of hard work and preparation, son, please, into this game and into this year as well. And it just goes to show you, how hard we work together as one. And every year we always reset, and everyone's going for the main prize. And really blessed and grateful to come out on top and get the win.
That left hand there, you're starting to run out of places to put those rings. Does it feel surreal to have that 4 rings sitting on your left hand?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty speechless right now, and just sitting down here just to soak it all in and just to embrace this moment. Not only along with my son, but with all the beautiful fans all the beautiful fans and family that came out tonight. That's been with us since the very beginning, and really, really lost for words.
Last question: how does that breakfast you had this morning feel now?
How was it?
How does it feel now?
It's beautiful. I'm going to keep doing it every day, every game day. So, yeah, it's legit. No cap.
All right, mate. Well done tonight. Well done for the last 4 years, and go and enjoy it with family and friends.
So, thank you.
Over to you, Danica.
Thank you, Lockie. Yes, what a night it is for the Penrith Panthers. We're still in awe of what they have been able to achieve. The fact that they have won 4 in a row. We saw the shot there of, and here we go. I Ivan Cleary, he's getting used to that, isn't he?
Isn't he? 4 years in a row. Remarkable.
Yep. And they do it every single year. They don't let him forget about it either. They got him good this year too, but looks like that one's just water. It's usually the Powerade. Let's have a look, a closer look at some of the big plays of tonight. A lot of the talk in the lead up to this game has been, of course, Jerome Luai leaving the club at season's end, but someone else, Sunia Taruva, he's also headed to the Tigers. So this was his last game with the Penrith Panthers, and he was the one who opened the scoring.
Yeah, it certainly was. And Melbourne would have did their homework last week where Alan Motti went through Talakai and Nico Hines. So they're in the same position, and Nathan Cleary, Alan Motti and Jerome Luai in that same position as they were last week. As we let the play unfold, when Nathan gets the ball, he can't go any deeper into the line, otherwise these two defenders will land on the catch and kill the play. He lets it go perfectly and they bite. And what that does is puts pressure under this man here to go and kill the play. If Jerome Luai is any further, that's going to be a tough catch and pass for him. They execute the play perfectly, catch pass, and Sunia Taruva has an open line. It's the exact same play we seen last week against the Sharks, and they've executed against arguably the greatest or the best defensive side in the competition, the Melbourne Storm. They just pull their pants down with a well-executed play with Cleary, Luai and Alamotti. So it's such a great play to watch.
Yeah, what a moment for Sunia Taruva, saying that he scored the Penrith Panthers' first try in his last game with them before he's, of course, headed off to join the Tigers. And we can see the grand final. The lap of honour is coming around us right here, the grand final trophy as well. But let's soak up some more of the fun, and let's head back over to Emma, who's with the entire Cleary clan.
Thank you, Danica. Beautiful scenes down here on the field. We've got Ivan Cleary, Jet, Beck, Indy, Malaya, and of course, who we got here? Carter and Aaron as well. Aiden. I nearly got in trouble. Ivan, can you put this into words? 4 in a row.
Yeah, not really. I'm just so proud. That game was epic. Such a tough game. Congrats to the Storm for such a great year, and they were awesome tonight. We had to be, use every bit of whatever we've got to be able to get the win tonight. So, yeah, stoked.
Could you have done it without the support of your amazing family?
Of course not. No, God no. Love my family. Obviously, my other son did a decent job tonight as well. So, but yeah, this is what drives me and us, and they're a big part of this, of course.
Nathan's not too bad, but what about Jet here? Jet, you must be so proud of Dad and Nathan.
Yeah, I mean, every year this happens now, like, the feeling never goes away. Like, you never really get used to it. It's awesome, and no, it's the best night of the year. It's better than Christmas, really, so it's fun.
And do they inspire you to be able to, hopefully very soon, be able to do the same thing yourself and run out on the NRL field and maybe win a premiership?
Yeah, well, I mean, they set the bar real high, and I just want to achieve that. So, they've set it high, but hopefully I can get there one day.
Well, you have the best role model ever in your dad, Ivan, and of course Beckett, and your siblings as well. So go and enjoy it, all of you. Thanks, Ivan.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
Good on you, Emma. The Cleary gang. Young Jet, of course, heading across the ditch with the Warriors. And he has got the able hands of Ivan guiding him through it. Nathan there with his teammates as the Panthers celebrate here at Accor Stadium. We've got a lot more to come, but a reminder, the footy doesn't stop tonight. The Pacific Championships kicks off Suncorp Stadium, October 18. It's an Aussie doubleheader. Our women's team facing PNG, then the men toe-to-toe with Tonga. Get your tickets today, nrl.com/tickets, or you can catch all the action.